I saw them on the bus. The house are not that bad as well. I think he said, the guy said Wolverton, is it Wolverton or Basington? I don't think it's Basington, it's Wolverton. Mariana, Marijuana, marriage, Mariana, Marine. It's got a bit of a wave of tunnel. It's a very interesting landscape, you know. It's got these woods and a bit of forest. I'm trying to find out the nearest station. So the train is Southwest Trains. So what this station is, Swanwick. What's that? The train goes straight to Portsmouth, South Sea, Fareham and Portsmouth Harbour. It's only £10, is it £10.50, and return ticket is £11.50 or 11. There's only £1 difference. And probably around 40 or 50 minutes by train time span takes you to get to Southampton from Portsmouth. I think they go to this Barnes, you know, Barnes for what, the river, or this is marina again. It looks like a tunnel or sea, I don't know. Can you see that? Let me just pause it and restart again. The next station is Fareham.
We are now approaching Fareham.
look at the houses. They're very nice, but very crammed of space, you know. Very densely close to each other. Look, beautiful houses, but no space, my friend. I like their lofts with the window and so the houses are very, so can you see these are container ships, I don't know. So their houses are, oh, where are we now? This station. Yeah, this is Ferrum. I don't know how many distance it is from Portsmouth, but it's not that far. Anyway, so their houses are very densely overcrowded and, you know, very within each other, like, you know, they don't have any room to stretch their legs. It's sort of like this in Eritrea. You got sparse villages, like, you know, one house separated from each other, probably around 100 meter, 200 meter, like, you know. You got so big space, my friend. It's so massive. Obviously, our houses, our homes are not that advanced like this UK architecture, but my friend, they're doing the job, you know. So we're living there with a big, massive space, you know, sparse population, you know, one village here, then after 15 kilometers there's another village. It's not like these detached houses, all of them, like, you know. Little fire happens in the UK, as you can see the houses, my friend, the whole city is burned. But one fire gets into Eritrea, nothing is affected except that house. So that's why it means like having a big space, you know. We're not crammed within little space. So that's Ferrum. Oh, the next station is Fratton. Fratton is, you know. Oh, that's interesting. Then from Fratton you go to Portsmouth. So I'm trying to show you. Oh, look, this corrugated sheet like in our country, no? I'm trying to show you from the window, you know? This is just like a open space, plain fields. Look at the houses, my friend. All of them are detached flats. Look at them. Look, man. If any accident happens, all the people get burned by the fire. You know, if there is any fire, burns. That's what I mean. Very little space. So this is Fratton. No, this is Ferrum. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I came to this area, you know. So I know this area. So from this, I've been cycling until this area. So as you can see, these are, I don't know what you call them, Mariana, Tamarcauna, Marino, Maria, Santa Maria, Maria, Tamarcawa, Maria. Okay, so this is how you get to this place from Portsmouth, from London. So now you know, you understand the difference between us having a big, massive space, villages, you know, really big space, you know. We are super rich, and look at these people. I know they are coastal dwellers, people who are seafarers, you know. Their houses are so much detached, and every space is utilized, and you know there is no room for somebody else, like that. But in us, in our countries, villages, my friend, we're talking about 40 kilometers from the sea shore. I mean, if we had the bridge connecting from Rubahadas to after Zula, it means like 30 kilometer. Like, you know, so what you do is you erect some kind of this column, like, you know, like these Roman columns, and you put a bridge, you know, on the top of it. You just put this bricks and gravel and muffin. That's a bridge. You don't need a very expensive architecture. So if you had that bridge connected, instead of using this Demhina 4 road, which goes winding so long, like, you know, simple bridge could have been utilized, my friend, you know. So that is literally 30 kilometers from the seashore. Okay, so having all this big space, my friend, look at the space, my friend. Look, my friend, man. There are space pool, people. So what's this? There's this train station. Look, my friend. Okay, overcrowd means this, my friend. They don't have any agricultural farms for people to you know, grow their veggies and plants, my friend. I tell you, my friend, Britain is really poor country, man. Don't tell them though, you know, they might get pissed off, you know. They might get angry and they might tell you, you dirty refugee, come to your country. But hey, this is fact, you know. Really, look at the space, my friend. My goodness. And within this space, imagine how much that house price costs. Like, you know, you're talking about minimum 100,000 pounds for one bedroom. Okay, that's a killer, overkill. You know, look at the space. And see us was Google Earth of Eritrean. You know how our villages are sparse, my friend. It doesn't have to have this kind of houses. These are made for cold weather, my friend, so that they can repel the cold weather. But ours, I mean, you can just erect it just a tent, my friend. Simple closed tent, okay, or maybe corrugated sheet or steel or everything, like that. So because our temperature is very hot and very nice, not hot but medium temperature, we don't need this kind of massive thing. So the whole idea is about having space, big space of a house dwelling that includes everything: your farm, your garden, you know, your orchard, and your groves. You know, that's what I mean. It's wealth, my friend. Okay, natural indoor wealth, being rich. You know, so I'm showing you this near sea coastal area, marina, in their houses, and that's poverty, my friend. They are poverty stricken. I don't want them to get angry, you know. So they are poverty stricken, my friend. So take in factor this, like, you know, the fact that they got really little space of land for their flat houses, and that costs them 100,000 pounds, and you know, just to pay that mortgage, it takes 25 years, you know, kind of slavery, my friend, stuff. And take that another factor as well, the weather, the cold weather, my friend. You know, the cold weather breaks your bones, my friend. Like, that's a poverty, my friend. You wouldn't find such kind of poverty in the whole globe, you know. I think they're gonna get mad, you know. But look at the houses, you know. I think these are warehouses. So if you bring some, you know, corns and everything, like, you know, the cereals, vegetables, and poultry, meat, and from Eritrea in a frozen kind of thing, or maybe live animals using big boat or ship, you bring it here, my friend. You rent one of these storages. They got different storages called Access or different kind of companies. So this is where you keep it, and, like, you know, so you distribute it to your logistics center, like this Amazon and all these centers, big warehouse. You just distribute to the whole of UK, Europe, like, you know. But obviously the Europeans, they wouldn't give you the license. They have this red tape called International Standard Organization, ISO kind of thing, you know. So it's very stringent, and they wouldn't literally give you nothing so that you don't penetrate into their market, you know. So what they do is they give subsistence to their farmers. You know, they give them more money funding so that they have you know, so that they can sell their market, their products, and all their products are not, they are genetic modified, you know, all these fertilizers. But we talking about Eritrean pure, my friend, no fertilizer, no insecticide, my friend, organic, you know how much it costs organic in the UK. So if you're buying a little proper apple for 30 pence, in organic apple from Eritrea costs you £2. Okay, it's probably like 5 times the price of the normal genetic modified fruits that they have in Europe, like, you know. So that's wealth, my friend. Look, my friend. How can somebody live in this kind of building, my friend? This is like, you know, this is like for ants, or, you know, this is like prison service, like poultry, chicken production, like, you know, human beings living in the chicken production. So this kosham. They're gonna get so mad, man. Kosham. Look, my friend. I think the people shouldn't live in this kind of thing, my friend. It's not quality life, you know. Like little neighbor, you make a little noise, and my friend, they gonna complain to the police, and you are evicted, my friend. This is not the way human beings should live, my friend. You know, I think we should train the Europeans, my friend, their way of you know, life and everything. You know, something we like, you know, we can train them. You know. So these kinds of architectures are done for poor people, you know, for poverty, so that they can afford, like, you know, living on top of each other, like, you know. So this architecture, I think, if you're living in a small town, in a village in the UK, map, and what you need is just a house, you know, with a big space, not this kind of really depressing architecture design that was built. I think probably this must have been drawn and designed in the 1900, maybe, like, you know, maybe 1910 or something. Like, my friend, yeah, this is poverty, my friend. Okay, they look like these our mountains in our village, like, you know, natural mountains, and it's really unbelievable, like human beings can live in this way. So that's, again, my friend, it's about space, free space. Okay, and these are called city states, my friend, the most advanced, the most complicated societies. I think the city states should be living in a house. So what is this, my friend? Yeah, that's it as well. So city states, it doesn't mean that you have to live in a tall building, skyscraper. Okay, I think it's wrong understanding, isn't it? Well, if you're going to save space because you go population explosion, that's fine, understandable. But if you go big space like Eritrea, and you go, you know, we got the same size geographical space like the United Kingdom, and if the UK have got 50 million population, in Eritrea we got 5 million. Okay, so that's we are still city state, but we live in a village, sparse, big space, you know. So space means everything, my friend. Space means when you have a space, you're gonna have a good meditation, okay, quality life, you know. You are going to grow all your animal, your plants, cereals, your fruits. You're going to graze your own animals, you know, maybe in some kind of enclosure, like, you know. That's what it means, space. It means, like, you know, wealth. You are super rich. Because I've been just going on and on about these things, and I don't seem to find anyone who can understand me, because the brand and the label, that's healthy. So the brand and label that the Europeans have crafted for so many centuries is kind of impenetrable, you know. Since no one can shake it. But people are realizing, my friend. Now we're learning, and we are appreciating how wealthy, how rich we are, and this is how we communicate, you know. So what is this? So that's healthy. Look again, my friend. This is like this Venice city, my friend. City of romance, Venice city, ghetto, you know. So they used to call it Venice ghetto for the Jewish concentration kind of refugees who came from Palestine and from Israel. Like, this is ghetto, my friend. This is UK ghetto, my friend. Like, you know, just imagine all these people living in a row, my friend, without no space to breathe, and at least they are, like, you know, one floor. But my friend, this is ghetto, like, you know, they look a bit kind of like fancy and So Hudmo is 10 times better than this muffin. Okay, it is simple, but it's effective, and it's you know, it does what it's intended to do. Okay, big space muffin. You own everything. So I think there is no way you can compare us to the most highly advanced societies in terms of quality of life, and you know. So, well, I'm talking about this really simple thing in the UK, somewhere in Hillsea. And if you go to big cities and with harbour, that's another issue. Even worse, you know. I think it's. I've been talking too much. I think I should stop here because people are gonna get mad, you know. They are gonna get mad. See ya.